All of you, welcome back to yet another project video. In this project, you're going to build your own Facebook Web 3.0 in which you will allow user to create post in text, video, images. They can follow, they can chat, they can give comment, they can like post, they can do the advertisement on your platform. So we have included bunch of features. So let me show you how our application look like. So if a user will come, this is what exactly they will see. They will see all the post which is created by different user, and if they want to create a post, they can simply click here and it's going to give them this pop-up module. So they can create video, image and text. So let's start with the video. I'll click here. I'm going to click on the upload and I have to pick the video which I want to deploy. So I'll go with this one. I'll click on open. So now we are uploading the video. Once it will upload, it will give you the preview. So you can simply play and you can watch. So we got the preview. You can click and you can watch the video. Now we have to give the description. So I'll simply give the description. This is the short message I want to give about this video, and I can click on this create. Now it's going to make a call to our smart contract and we have to confirm the transaction. So this particular post will be created. So click on confirm and here we have successfully registered our post. So if I come back here, you will see this is the post we have created. If you want to copy the address, you can simply copy the address of the user. So that's how you can create a video post. If you come back here, click, and if you want to create image posts, you can simply click here, upload. And now you have to go back to the desktop because there I have the images for the post. So I'm going to get with this one. I hope you guys have followed this project which we have built together on the channel. So all the projects which I'm highlighting and uploading here. So just wait, it's uploading our image to the blockchain IPFS, and here it's uploaded successfully. Now we can give the text to our image. So I'll come back and I'll give the same text, not this one. I'll come back here, I'll copy this and I'm going to paste here and I'll click on this create. It's going to make a call and it's going to create this post. So we have to confirm the transaction, and here we have confirmed the transaction, and you will see the post is successfully created. Now in the same way you can create a text post. So I'll click on this text and I can type my text, click on this create, and it's going to give you this, and click on this confirm. And here we have created our text post. So you will come back here, you will see this is the text we have created. This is the image we have created. This is the video we have created. If you want to like any one of the posts, you can simply do that. You can click on this like. It's going to make a call to a smart contract and you have to click on this confirm. And here you have liked this post successfully. If you want to give a comment, you can simply put a text and click on this comment. It's going to make a call to a smart contract and we can successfully give a comment in this particular post. If you click on that, it's going to open it and you can read and you can give more comment to this particular post. So click on that and you can give comment successfully to this particular post. So right now we have these two comments, and that's what you can able to find. You can give comment to any post, you can like any post and simply confirm the transaction. So it looks wonderful. You can like any post or you can give comment to any post. You can post here and you can simply give your comment and confirm the transaction. So the transaction went through. Now you can able to see the comments which user will give on the post. So this is how our home page would look like. It's 100% responsive for all the screen sizes, and that's all the post you will find. So the very first thing we have in our top bar, we have the search bar, and here we have this different menu. So you can click on this notification and you can able to see your friend and the message he sent. You can click here and you will come back here in the friend section. You can click on this and you can able to read the message which your friend is sent. Now come back to the home. You can click on the chat section and here you will find all the followers of yours. So you can click and you can send the message from here straight away, and here you will find all those users who you are following. You can send the message straight away. So you can type hey and you can send the message. It's going to make a call to our smart contract and we have to confirm the transaction. So just wait, confirm, and here we have sent the message successfully. You can see the time and the date. So you can send your message to your following. User can also join a premium group which we are selling in our application. So they can join the group by paying a small membership fee, and after that they can able to have the access of the group and they can read the messages and they can send the messages, which I will show you. So that's what we have in the chat section. Now let's close this one. Then we have this gear section, and from here you can able to control the entire design and the color of your application. So if you want to change the background color, you can click on this and the color is changed. If you want to remove the menu, you can simply remove that. If you want to have a dark mode, you can simply have the dark mode. So it's 100% responsive and it's absolutely wonderful. So from here you can able to control your theme. If you come back here, you can able to go back to your profile, and there you will find all the details about your account. So number of posts you have created, number of follower you have, and number of user you are following. Here you will find your address, here you will find your name, and you can click here and you can able to send a thank you message to the creator of the application, which I will show you if you want to send the message how you can do the editing. So that's the banner section we have. Here you will find the information. So when you will update your profile, that's all information is going to reflect here. So this is going to be your description about yourself, your name, your website, and the address. And here you will find all the posts which you have created, the images one. And here we are also promoting events. So if anybody wants to do advertisement in our platform, they can pay us money and we can promote their event. So I'll show you how you can do that editing as well here. So all of this data is coming from a JSON file. So simply edit the data in the JSON file and the data will change here. So you can promote different event, and here you will find all the posts which the user will create. So I'm connected with this account number 3. So here I'm going to find all the posts which I have created. If I want to create from here, so you can click here, and this is a global component. So you can able to access this create post component from anywhere, and you can able to create. So if I want to create a text post, I can simply paste here and I can click on this create. It's going to make a call to my smart contract, and all I have to do is to simply confirm the transaction, and here the transaction got completed and you will see the post we have created. You can simply like the post and you have to confirm the transaction, and the post will be liked successfully. So we have liked the post successfully. If you want to share or if you want to do the editing, you can do that very easily. So if you want to get into the details about this particular post, click here on post details. It will take you here in this specific page in which you can able to find the details about your post. You can simply like it. The user can like as many times as they want for this particular post. User can like it. You can click here and you can able to copy the post and you can share on your social media platform. So if I come back here and give this enter, it's going to open it. So anybody can share and have your post up and running. So this is how you can share. This is how you can share. If you click here, you can have this option for editing. So if you want to change the text which you don't like it, you can do the editing as well. So I'll click on this editing and I will come back here and I can able to edit the text. So I can give the updated one. I'll say, hey, Daulat, good project. And I can click on this update post and it's going to make a call to our smart contract and it's going to update the detail about the post. So simply click on confirm and the post is updated successfully. So if I come back to the author page, you will see we have successfully updated the post. You can click here and you will have the access, or you can go back. So that looks absolutely wonderful. If you come back to the feed section, you will see that currently this particular post is created by a different account. So if I click here, so I can able to have the post detail and I can go back. But if I come back here, this particular post is created by the same account, the account number 3. I am the owner. So if I click here, I can able to have this option of editing. So I can simply click here and I can do the editing of the post straight away right from here. So if I paste this address and I can simply click on this update post, I can simply update the post and I have to make to confirm it. So once the post will be updated, you can come back here and you will see the post is updated successfully. You can like, you can give comment. That's all you can do. So it looks absolutely wonderful. So this is our home page. That looks wonderful. So on the left hand side, you can see this is the sidebar we have. So we have different component. We have the news feed, top user, product ad, membership, author profile, messages, following, follower, ERC20 token, NFT, media, video, settings. And here on the right hand side, you will find that we have some global component. So here you will find all the users which you are not following. So you can simply click here and you can follow them. So if I want to follow Muhammad Said, I can click on this follow and it's going to make a call to my smart contract and I'm going to follow him. So I have to simply confirm the transaction and I'm following Muhammad Said, and you can see the data is gone from here. So if I click on this chat, you will see that Muhammad Said is reflecting here and I have started following him and I can able to send the message. So all the data is dynamic. And here you will find all the users who are following you. So you can able to simply chat with them. And again, here we have the ad section where we are promoting different product. So all you have to do is to change the data in the JSON file and the images, and all the data will change here in the front end. So these are the product and the events we are promoting. So you can run an ad campaign as well. Here you can see in the story section, we are promoting different ad different product from different brand. So that's all you will find. You can also replace the videos and the text and the brand. That's all you can replace, because it's all coming from a single JSON file. So you don't need to do any changes in the HTML or in the background. Simply change the data in the JSON file and it will change in the entire application. So that's what we have. Let's come back to the sidebar section. Now let's go to the next component, which is the top user. So the moment I will click here, you will find all the user which you are not following and they have created their account. So if you click on this chat, you will find that we have this David, we have Amit Gandu and Mohammed Sahir. So these are the user I'm following and I'm connected with, but I'm not connected with any one of these user. So I can simply click on this follow and I'm going to follow this particular user. So I have to simply confirm the transaction, and here I'm successfully follow this particular user. So I'm going to simply reload the page because sometimes the data takes a little bit time for processing. If I come back to the top user, you will see it's successfully gone from this particular user section. If you want to do the filtration, you can do that. So if I want to find David, I can simply find that. So this is how you can do the filtration and find a specific user if you know their name. This is the user section. Now come back to the product ad section. So if I click on this, here you will find all the video ads we are running for different products. So you can able to see all of that, and you can able to change the video as well. Now come back to the memberships. So right now we have only one membership which we are selling, and I have already joined this particular membership. So if anybody wants to join, they have to click and they have to pay $5 for joining the memberships. They can join and they can send the message. I'll show you how you can do that. So this is the membership section. You can have multiple membership. I'll show you how you can create multiple membership. So this is the membership. If you come back to the author profile, so this is what exactly we have about all the authors and where they're going to find out all the posts they have created, which we have already seen. Now come back to the message section. So if I click on the message section, here we'll come and here we'll find all the messages which user will send us. So if I click on this, I can able to read the messages and I can able to send the message as well. So I'll say, hey, and I have to simply confirm and click on send, and I have to confirm the transaction. So once I do that, the transaction will complete and the message will send successfully, and here we got the message. So this is how you can send the message, and you will find all the user will send you the message. That's all you will find. You can click on this notification and you will find that you got this message from David, and that's what is reflecting here. Now we have the following section. So if you click here you will find all the user who you are following. So you can simply unfollow them or you can follow them. So if I want to unfollow Amit Gandu, I can click on this unfollow and I'm going to unfollow him and will not reflect here in my following list. So I'll click on this confirm and I have successfully unfollowed him. So that's how you can follow and unfollow him. You can come back to the followers. Here you will find all the followers. So those who are following you, that's what you will find here. If you come back to the ERC20 token, here we are promoting different ERC20 token as an ad campaign. So if any clients come up to you and they want to promote their token in their platform, so you can simply list them and you can redirect them to a specific token marketplace where they can buy it. So if I click on this Uniswap, where they can able to find the details about the token. So this is how you can promote a specific token in the Uniswap marketplace. So that's our token promotion section. We can promote different token. All you have to do is to simply change the link and the icon of that particular token. In the same way, we are promoting NFT. So I can come back here and you can find all the NFT which user have requested us to promote. And for this promotion, we are charging money. So you can able to see all of that. You can click on this and it will take you to the OpenSea. And here we got on OpenSea and you can able to see the price, and that's all you can able to find. So user can simply buy. And that's how we are running the ad campaign of different NFT. So this all function we have seen. Now we have this 3 component. This is for the media. You can click here and you can able to find all the image post which user have created. So this is all the post which you will find right up here. That's all you will find. If you want to put comment or like, you can do that. You can like the post and you can simply confirm the transaction. So you will successfully like the post. So we have liked it. If you want to give a comment, you can simply paste here and you can simply give your comment. I can simply click on this confirm, and here we have given our comment and you can see the comment is reflecting here. So this is the media in which you will find all the image post. Now come back to the video. In the same way, you can able to find all the posts related to the video which user have created. You can able to like, you can click here and you can copy the URL and you can share with the user, and you can click on the 3 dot to see which one you have created. So you can able to have the details. So if you click on this detail, it will take you to the detail page where you can able to have the detail about this particular post. So that looks wonderful. So we have seen the video. Now we can come back to the settings. So if you want to update the details about your profile, you can do that. So right now, if I take you back here in the author profile, all of these details are reflecting here. But if I want to update, I can do that very easily. I can come back here and I can say Daulat Hussain Hussain. I can give the email ID. So I'll say the URL I'm going to share. So I'm going to simply copy this one, come back here, paste the URL and provide all of these details. Simply provide all of this detail, and you have to copy the description as well. So I'm going to simply copy this description, come back here, paste here and click on save. Once you will do that, it will say profile updated successfully. Now you can come back here in the profile and you will see all of these details are updated. So whenever you are updating your profile, make sure to provide all of this data. If you don't provide, if you give a specific one, the update will create a problem. So if I click on this update, it will say update successfully, but we can come back here in the profile and you can see the data will not reflect. So whenever you will update your profile, make sure to update the entire detail. So let me update it very quickly. Then I can simply go back to the description. I can simply copy this one. I can come back here and I can simply paste and click on save. And here I have saved my profile. I can come here and the profile is successfully updated. That looks good. So that's how you can update it. I hope you guys have understood that what exactly we're going to build. Every single thing is dynamic. So if I want to change my account, so I can come back here and this is the account number 3. Now let's go back to the account number 4. So I'll come back in the account number 4 and this is the account I have used to create my account. So I'll simply clear my MetaMask history, because whenever you change your account, you have to clear your history, otherwise the transaction will fail. So right now the data will change based on this particular account. So if I come back to my author page, see that this is the only post I have created with this particular account. And every single data is dynamic. Every single data is dynamic. So if you come back here, you can able to see all the posts. If I come back here, I can able to see that I am only following David. I can click here and I can able to read the messages, or I can able to send the messages as well. So if I click on this send messages, here I'm calling this, let's confirm, and here the message is sent. Okay, all the messages I have sent. So that's why you can see. If I want to send the message in the group, so right now I'm not the part of this group, that's why I can see I cannot able to read the messages. But the moment I will be the part of this group, I can able to see all the messages which and conversation happening in the group. So I'll come back to the memberships and I can click on this join. If I click on that, it's going to open this MetaMask and I have to pay this much fund for joining the community. So I have to click on confirm and here I have to click on this join group. And the transaction is complete and you have joined the group successfully. Now if you come back here, if you click on this Web3, you can able to read all the messages which user have sent. You can able to send the messages as well, say hi, click on this and it's going to make a call to our smart contract. This is loading and you can click on this confirm. And once the transaction will complete, the message will be sent, and this message will take a little bit time because we are building a relation between the contract and the user. So it will take a processing, because there is a multiple users out there. So it will take a little bit time, but later it will display. The message will display here. So that's what we have here. Now if I go back here and to the different account, so this is the account number 4. So I have created close to 5 accounts. So these are my reader addresses which I cannot use in local testing. I'll show you how you can test using hard hat as well as deploy on Polygon test network. So this is the MetaMask account. All of these are MetaMask account. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with account number 9, because this is the account I have not used for creating account in this particular platform. So the moment I will click on this, it's going to make a switch and I'm logged out from the application and it's giving me the notification that you are not connected. So now I have to create my account. So if I want to create my account, I have to clear my MetaMask history, otherwise the transaction will fail. Let me show you. If I say just few NNY funny, this is the name I will give. If I click on this register, it's going to open the MetaMask, but the transaction will fail because I have the history of the previous account in my MetaMask, so it will create a conflict. So click on confirm and here I'm successfully logged into the application. So this will happen sometime, not always. Right now you can see I have successfully logged into the application, but sometime, maximum time, the transaction will fail. So whenever you switch your account, make sure you have to clear your MetaMask history. So we have successfully created an account. If I click on this, and right now I don't have any friend, I don't have any followers, that's why it's not reflecting here. This is the group which created by the admin, so I can click here and I cannot able to read the messages. If I want to read the message, I can come back here. I have to join the group and it's going to make a call to my smart contract. I have to pay this much fund. Then I can able to join the group and I can able to read the messages which are happening, the conversation in that group. So I have successfully joined the group. If I click on this, you will see right now I have the access, and this is the hey we sent from a different account. So all the messages I can read. So that's how I can join. If I come back to the top user, I will find all the users have created their account, so I can simply follow them. So I want to follow the all, and it's going to make a call to my smart contract, and I have to click on this confirm. And if I click on this, you will see Daulat is here. I can click here and I can able to send him a message. I'll say hey and click on this send. It's going to make a call to my smart contract and I will successfully send the message to him. So that's how user can create and they can join and they can have the access. So if I simply close this one, if I go to my feed, I can able to see all the posts which user have created. If I go to my author, I can able to see that I have not created any profile. You can see the name, you can see the address, and this data is reflecting here because this data is coming from the local storage. That's why it's reflecting here, because you are using your system and you are creating and updating your profile. That information we are storing. So no matter which account you use, it's going to reflect the data here, because one user can have multiple accounts in their MetaMask and they want to access, but data will reflect here. And this is the best strategy you have to implement to find out that how many systems user are using. One user can use only one system. So that's how you can build a logic. If I come back to the messages right now, I don't have anything because no one have sent me messages. In the same way, I can go to different account, I can create my account. So if I go back to my account, I just became a friend with that account. So I'll simply click here. I'm in account number, and you can see this went up to 5 because this is the admin of our contract. So whenever someone will buy the memberships, that money will be transferred to the admin or address. So that's why this fund went up. You can see this is the message we have sent from Just Funny. If I click here, I can able to read the messages which I have got, and I can say hey Just Fun, and I can click on this send, and I will successfully make the transaction. And here I have to simply confirm it. So I have successfully sent the message. You can see the side by side, it looks absolutely wonderful. So I hope you guys have understood that what exactly we are building and how everything is coming together. I want to show you one thing. So I can click here and you can see at the moment we have this only one group. And when you will create the group, because this particular account is the admin and it has the power to create group, not anybody else. So it will automatically join the group. So when you will create your account, you will also have the access of the group automatically. But right now there is only one group, but I want to create more group. So only admin can do that. But that particular create group functionality I have added here. So if I click on this, it's going to make a call and I can simply click on this confirm. And you will see the data will reflect here. So this is the second group I have created. I have given the same name and same description, but you can change this data dynamically. I'll show you how you have to do the changes, because we have the function. All you have to do is to simply change the details and it will create the group. So this is how you can create multiple group. So I hope you guys have seen almost all the feature we have in the application. So every single thing is dynamic, looks wonderful. This is one of the project which you have to include in your portfolio. You can click here, you can able to see the notification. You got the messages from the 2 user. You can click here, click, and you can able to read. You can close this one, you can able to read the messages. So every single thing is working absolutely fine. Now let's check the responsiveness of this application. So this is how it's going to look on the mobile device and in different screen sizes. So I can click here. So this is going to look on a very small screen. So we have this different component. If you want to click here, it will take you to the home page, and there you will find all of this, all the posts, all the component. That's all you will find here. You can click on here and you will go back to the user section. If you go back to the shop, you will come back to the group section where you can simply join the group. If you come back, click here, you will come back to the video section where you will find all the video. If you click here, you back to the home section. There you will find, you can have this, click here, you will have this side navigation bar, so you can click and you can go to the different components. So if I want to go to the author profile, click here, and here I'm on the author profile. That's all the information I will find about the post which I have created, and every single thing looks absolutely wonderful. You can click on the video, you will redirect to the video component. You can click on the chat, and here we have the chat section, and it's 100% responsive. So you can click here, you can able to have a chat with the David, you can able to see the messages, you can do all of that. It will open, you can see the messages in the Discord server. That's all looks wonderful. Just fun, you can check. You can also check the videos. That looks good. So hope you guys have understood that what exactly we're going to build. It's really powerful application which you can include in your portfolio, and it's very much responsive for different screen sizes and looks wonderful. Got it? So this is what exactly we're going to code together in the project. I hope it clears your doubt. And here we are reflecting their name of the user dynamically, and every single thing is dynamic in this application. So this is what exactly we're going to code in the complete project. I hope you guys have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included. To get the starter file and all the assets for this particular project, you can simply come back to the blockchain coder, go back to the source code section. There you will find all the project we have built on our channel. So build at least 5 projects, then it will give you a better understanding about Web3 applications. So you can come back here and you can find the application Facebook clone, click on it, and here you will find the details. So you will have a starter file, click on it, it will take you to GitHub, and there you can able to understand the folder and file structure we have utilized, what are the version of packages which we are using. That's all you can able to find here. So make sure to simply clone the repository, because this is what we're going to do. We're going to clone the repository and we're going to start building straight away on our project. So that's what you can find here. Now come back to the blockchain coder, and you can also get the final source code of this particular project. So when you will take it, you're going to give your valuable contribution to my team to bring more tutorial like that. Now let me show you that how you have to do the setup when you will get the final source code. When you will download the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to extract this file and you will get this folder in which you will have this 3 folder and 1 file in which I have given the intro and which video you have to watch to do the setup of this particular project. So this is the folder we have to open in our VS Code. So I'm going to select VS Code and I'm going to open, download, and here I have this folder. Simply drag and drop here. Now let me give you a complete walkthrough of the folder and file structure we have utilized in this project and what are the changes you have to do from your end to run the project successfully. So close this one, come back here in the code setup. Here I have given the instruction that which file you have to execute first. So here I have given this particular video which you can watch. So the video I'm recording, that's the video I'm going to attach it. So you can simply watch till the end to understand that how you have to do the code setup. And if you encounter any error, you can simply contact here and provide all of these details in the email. So we can see that what wrong you are doing. But as long as you follow the complete video which I have attached here, everything would be working absolutely fine. Now come back to the folder and file structure. So when you will download the code in which you will have this 3 folder. This is the complete front-end code of our Facebook clone DApp. And this is the complete backend code like our smart contract. We are using Hardhat for configuration of the blockchain deployment in the local environment as well as in the actual test network. And here we have this particular one called social. So this is the premium template which I have given to all of you guys. So if you want to do any experiment with the template, you can simply do that. Now I'm going to simply close it here. So this one is the front end in which we're going to interact. The user will interact. And this is going to be our backend for the smart contract. Now come back to the Facebook DApp first. If I open this one, in that you will find that we have multiple section, multiple folder in our front end side. So the very first one we have is the ad section. In the demo, I have explained you that what type of ad we are running. Discord ad, event ads, NFT ads, product ad, story ad, and token ad. So you can simply do the modification very easily. Like you can give the ID, you can give the name of the promotion, you can simply give the image, and this image is coming from our public folder which I will show you. So in this way you can easily able to define all the Discord events which you want to promote. So you can simply clone and you can simply change the ID, give it this one, change the ID, and that's how you can simply promote. Hope you have understood that how you can simply provide the details about the promotion, the campaign which you are running in the DApp, and how you can change the details. In the same way you can do the changes in the event. You can simply provide all of these details. In the same way, NFT, product, story, and token. That's all looking great. Now I'm going to simply close this one. That's the ad folder we have. Now we have the front end component. So come back here in the component section, and there you will find that we have this global folder and we have this index. So what I'm doing, I'm simply importing all of the components from our global folder to this index.js file, and from here I'm exporting and we are utilizing in our application. So let me zoom out a bit so you guys can see what exactly we have. So this is all the global component we have. This is the registration component, and here we have some additional component for the story profile, and that's all we are exporting from this particular folder and we are going to utilize in our application. So if you come back to the global, there you will find that we have multiple folder and multiple files. So this one is for the accounts, this one is for header, this one is for main body, we have the members, we have the register, we have the right chat, we have the shop, we have the single post, we have the story, we have the users, we have the user profile, and we have all of this global one which you can simply have a look. You don't need to make any changes in any one of these places. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do and where you have to do it. So this is the component section we have. Now the next one we have is the context. In that you will have these three files. First is the constant, context, and our API of our contract. So come back here in the constant, there you will find that we have done all the network configuration and the Pinata API key and secret key, the networks and the API. So that's all you will find. So you don't need to make any changes here. That's all the thing you have to do in the environment variable, because that's what we are doing. We are importing our environment variable like Pinata API key and secret key, our contract address and the network configuration. So whatever changes you have to do in the environment variable, not in the constant file, and everything would be working fine. So first we're going to test our application on localhost. After that we're going to test on hostclay. So you will have the understanding that how you can do the testing in the hardened environment as well as in the Ethereum test network. So first on this, then we're going to do the testing on this hostclay network. The next one we have is the constant. You don't need to make any changes, just keep it as it is. Every single thing is fine and everything is working absolutely perfect. And here we have to provide the updated API of our contract. So if you change a single text in the smart contract and when you deploy the contract, you have to provide the updated API, which we're going to do. Close this one. So that's our context. The next one we have is the pages, in which we have these two files, app.js, in which we have done the complete our JavaScript setups and our context management setup. So just keep it as it is, don't need to make any changes. We have this index file. What we are doing, it's going to be a single page application. We are importing all of these variables and we have all of this component which we have imported, which is going to be open based on the user preference. So just keep it as it is, don't need to make any changes. Come back here, go back to the public, in which you will find that we have the CSS file. So if you know how to do the changes, if you have a basic understanding of the styling and the CSS, then you can do the changes like in the emoji, in the weather, in the light box styling and theme color. That's all you can able to customize, but make sure you should first test as it is. After that, do all the experiment. Close this one, come back to the demo, in which I have all the images which I have provided to all of you guys. So you can able to check that what are the pages we have, what are the demo section we have. So that's what you can simply explore and see from your end. Got it? We don't have anything in that. We have the fonts, we have the images, in which you will find all the images which we are utilizing. We have the JavaScript. Just keep it as it is, don't need to make any changes, because we are using the optimized version of the JavaScript and we have written a couple of custom classes for opening menu, closing menu, DApp, all of that. Then we have the product ads, and here you will find all the images which we are using and the video which we are promoting, and that's what we are importing in our ad component, like here. So make sure to provide the relevant information, and that's what you're going to import it here. Close this one. Then we have the vendor is going to be our CSS for our scroll bars. So every single thing is looking good. You don't need to make any changes. Here we have our custom styling, which we have coded in our global file. So we have imported our CSS file and we have written a couple of custom styling for our application. Close this one. Come back to the utils. There you will find that we have a couple of utility function for getting the balance of the user. We have to fetch the contract. Then we have to calling the contract. So these are the normal function we have. This one is for handling the error and short address. So just keep it as it is. Close this one. Now come back to the most important thing, which is the environment variable. So if I click here, you will find that here you have to provide few details. So when you will deploy the contract, you have to give the address of the contract and you have to get your own Pinata API key and secret key. Then you can able to upload the images to the IPFS and it's going to reflect in the DApp. Here you have to simply activate the network which you want to test. So first I'm going to test on localhost. After that, I'm going to deploy to hostclay. So these are the information only you have to provide in the front end side. And that's the only thing which we're going to do it. Simply close this one, come back to the get ignore. And here we have all of these files which we are simply ignoring and pushing to get up. So don't make any changes, just keep it as it is. If you come back to the next configuration, we have this regular configuration, don't need to do anything in here. Come back to the package.json file. There you will find that we are using a very light packages in our project and we can able to control all of that. So make sure to, no matter when you are watching this particular project after 5 years or 10 years, as long as you use the exact version which I have highlighted here, everything would be working fine. So just keep it as it is. We're going to simply test on the dev environment. Perfect. Close this one. Come back to the readme file. Here you will find all the instruction about the modules which we are using, that how you can install VS Code, what node version you have to install. So this particular node version is absolutely must because we are using Hardhat in our project. And if you have any other version, it's not going to work because Hardhat is not compatible with the latest node version. If you don't know how to upgrade and downgrade node version, make sure to watch this video in which I have explained everything. Here you will find all the details about the project. So node version, how to get a faucet for an Ethereum test network like Hostly, you can simply visit this particular URL. If you want to use Remix ID for deployment of the contract, you can simply visit Remix ID. Here you can able to find the RPC URL. So if you want to get the RPC URL for any other blockchain. So on the actual test network, we're going to deploy it to Ethereum. But if you want to deploy to any other blockchain, you can simply go back to this particular website. And from there, you can able to get the RPC URL and you can do the configuration. We're going to deploy to the host key. Here you can able to find the Pinata. So we're going to simply generate our API key and secret key using Pinata IPFS. And that's what we're going to utilize it in our project. So just keep it as it is. Everything is fine. So this is our complete front-end side Facebook DApp. And if you want to do any modification in the template and design it, this one is for your learning purpose. I have given to all of you guys. So you can play around with this. So this is the front end. Now we have the back end of our smart contract. So if the first thing we have is the contract, in which you will find that this is the huge contract we have coded in the project. So you don't need to make any changes right up here. Just keep it as it is. But if you make any changes, even in the simple spelling of any variable or any function, the ABI will change. So make sure to get the updated ABI in the front end. So this is all we have. Just keep it as it is. Now simply close this one, come back here in the script. Then you will find that this is the deploy script we have written, which we're going to use it for deploying locally as well as on the test network. Close this one, come back here, simply ignore this file, is not that important. Now you can come back here in the environment variable. So here you have to get your private key. When you're going to deploy your contract to the Ethereum test network or even in locally, you have to get your private key, which you have to provide here. I'm going to deploy on the Ethereum test network. So this is the RPC URL, which I have got, which you can easily able to get it from this particular site. Okay. So in future, it might update this particular endpoint. So you can simply visit there and you can simply get the updated one. Perfect. Just keep it as it is. Now come back to the get ignore. So don't need to do anything in here. Just keep it as it is. Now come back to the hard hat setup. And this one is very important when you are testing the project using hard hat environment. So here I have given an important notice that when you will run the hard hat node, hard hat will give you 20 plus accounts. So you cannot use those accounts for making the transaction on the actual network, or you cannot use the actual accounts which you have in your MetaMask to do the testing in the hard hat environment. So that's what I have said here. You have to install this particular node version because hard hat is not compatible with the updated node version. You have to install, then you have to run the local node, then it's going to give you the 20 plus account. And by default, when you will deploy the contract, hard hat is going to use this particular account 2266 and it will have 10,000 fake ETH. And this account become the admin of the contract because by default, hard hat will use this account for deploying the contract. And this is the exact configuration you have to do in your MetaMask to test the application, which I will show you. And here I have given one more notice that when you testing your contract locally and you have imported the hard hat account and you are switching from one account to other account, you should always clear the history of your MetaMask account. Otherwise, you will get an error related to the RPC URL. So you should clear your history of the MetaMask account and then do the transaction whenever you are switching from account 1 to account 2. And here you will find all the account which I have given right up here. So you can easily able to see and you can import in your MetaMask to do the testing. By default, hard hat will use this particular account for deploying the contract. So if I want to import this account, I can simply copy this private key and I can import in my MetaMask, which I will show you. So simply close this one. Now come back to the hard hat configuration. So you don't need to do anything in here. We are using the well optimized version. First, we're going to deploy to hard hat, then we're going to deploy to Hostly. And here we have the additional resources which we are providing. That's all variable is coming from our environment variable. So simply ignore this one. Now come back to the package.json file and you can see we are using our dependency, and here we have the dev dependency like Nomic Foundation and hard hat. And this is the couple of script which I have given. So if you want to compile your contract, you can run this particular command. If you want to remove the folders from the project like node modules, package.json, artifact, cache, you can run this command and this folder will be removed because whenever you deploy the contract, this folders will be generated automatically. Then we have this deploy locally. So this is the command we're going to run when we have to deploy the contract locally. And this is the command we're going to execute when we have to deploy to Hostly network. And this is the command we have to run when we're going to run the local node, which I will show you. So close this one. And here we have the README file, which you can able to have a look. So I hope you have understood every single thing that what you have got in the final source code and what are the folder and file structure we are following. Now, the very first thing we have to do is to open up our terminal. Right now, you can see that I'm in the main directory. I'm in the main directory, blockchain Facebook DApp. which is this one. So first thing I have to go to Web3 folder. So I'll say cd Web3. I'm into the Web3 folder. Now I have to install the packages. This packages I have to install. So before I install the packages, I have to check my node version. So I'll say node-v. And right now you can see that I have the updated node version in my system. So if I try to install the packages, it's going to do the installation, but the packages will be come in small component. Means it will be unpacked automatically, which I don't want. I want to have the complete package as a whole. So I have to simply downgrade my node version, which I have already explained that how you can downgrade your node version in this particular video. So if you haven't watched this, watch this, install NVM. NVM stand for node version manager, which allow you to control your node version. So you can simply watch this, in which you will understand how you can upgrade and downgrade your node version. So what I will do, I already install NVM. If I show you NVM-v, I already install NVM. And again, NVM stand for node version manager. So I have the required version, which I can simply install. So I'll say NVM use 18.17.1. This is the required version I need for testing this particular project. So hit enter and you will see it will be switched back to the required node version. So if I check my node version, you will see I have the required node version, which is working absolutely fine. Now I'm ready to install the packages and test. And I want to show you one more thing, that I have a different configuration in my system. So the moment I will simply delete this terminal, and if I open this one, and if I check my node version one more time, you will see it will automatically switch back to the latest one. So this is my personal configuration I have done. Okay, but make sure you have to have the same node version whenever you are opening the terminal. So what I will do, I'll simply go back to the previous node version. I got it. I got back the node version. Now I'm going to simply install that. So if I check you my node version, I got the required one. Now I have to install the packages. So I'm in the main directory. Now I have to get into the Web3 folder, check my node version. I have the required one. Now I can simply do the installation of the packages. Simply npm I, and here you can see I'm doing the installation. Once the installation will complete, I can run the node modules, I can run the node, and I can simply deploy the contract in my local environment. Finally, I'm done with the installation and I'm getting a couple of warning and vulnerabilities. Simply ignore that. Don't need to run this command, otherwise it's going to change the version name. So I'll simply clear up my terminal. Now I have to execute this particular command, this one, node. We have done the installation of the packages successfully. Now we have to start the node and execute this particular command. So before we execute this command, we have to get our private key. So come back to the environment variable, and here we have to provide the private key. So what I'm going to do is I'm using hardhat environment. So I'll come back here and I'm going to use the hardhat private key. So this is the account which hardhat is going to use for deploying the contract 2266. So I'll simply copy this private key, and that's what I have to provide here. That's what I'm going to simply provide here. So I got the private key. Now what I have to do is I'm going to simply get all the environment variables. So this is absolutely fine. Don't need to make any changes. I'll simply come back to my front side and I'm going to get this particular environment like Pinata API key and secret key. I'll simply open a new tab and type Pinata Cloud. And this one is a really powerful platform which allow you to get your IPFS credential, which you're going to use for deploying the document to the IPFS. I already have my account, so I will simply log into that. But if you don't have your account, make sure to create your account, verify your account, and create your API key. So when you will create your account, it will take 2 to 3 hours to get fully verified. So I already have my account, so I will simply log in straight away. I'll click on login and you will come back to the login section. And here I'm logged into my dashboard. Here you can able to find all the project, all the files which I have uploaded to the IPFS. So now we have to create an API key. So come back to the API key, and here you will find all the API key which you have created. So to create a new API key, click on this new key and you will get this pop-up model. You can give a name to your project. So I'll say Facebook, and I want to have the access of all these feature. You can have a specific access, but I want to have the access of all this feature in the API key so I can utilize it in my project. And from here, you can able to set the limit. So I want to set the limit to 1000 because it's a free account. And in the free account, in one API key, you can upload to 1000 document. So that's the 1000 limit I have set. And I can click on this generate API key. And it's going to generate the API key for me, which I can utilize it in the project. So here it will give you 3 options: API key, secret key, and JWT. So if you want to do the backend configuration, you can simply utilize this, but we're going to utilize this one, API key and secret key. So simply copy this one, and that's what you have to paste here, API key. Now you can come back here, copy this one, and that's what you have to paste here in the secret API key. So we got our API key and secret key from Pinata, absolutely fine. Now what I will do, I can simply come here and I'm going to simply remove this one. Come back to the code. We are done with the API key and secret key. We are done with the network configuration, and we have to get our contract address once we'll deploy the contract. So now what I want you to do is, before actually we deploy the contract, come back here and open up MetaMask. And you can see that I already have this network configuration in my MetaMask, the localhost. If you have, make sure to delete that, because I want to show you how you can do the configuration. So come back here. I already have the network configuration. I'll change it. And I'm going to simply come back here, click here. And from here, you can able to do the editing of all these network details which you have. But I want you to delete it. So simply click here and click on delete. Right now, you can see that I don't have localhost in my MetaMask. So I have to configure it manually. So I can click on this add custom network, and here I have to provide all of this detail. So come back here and close this one, go back to the context, go back to the constants, and here I have already given you the details. Like this is the chain ID, name, symbol, and RPC URL you have to provide. So let's copy this one, localhost, and that's what I'm going to give here, localhost. You can click here, click on this add RPC URL, and come back here, and here you have to simply select this, copy, and that's what you have to provide here. And the moment I will click on this add URL, it will throw me an error. And the reason why I'm getting this error, because our local node is not running. So this is what you have to keep in mind. You have to keep your local node running. After that, you can able to add this particular network. So to add it, we can simply come back here. Now I'm going to simply open up my terminal, and you can see that I'm already into the Web3 folder. So I'm going to simply close this one. I'm into the Web3 folder. I have to simply execute this particular command. So simply type npm run node, and this will start our local blockchain, and it will give you 20 plus account. And this is the RPC URL is activated now. I can use it. And by default, Hardhat is going to use this account for deploying the contract. Perfect. So if I come back here in my MetaMask, open it one more time. And if I click on this add custom network, I can give the details. I'll say local host. I can come back to my code and I can go back to the configuration. I can get it from here, or I can get it from the context file, which I have here. I can get it from here. Both are same. Copy this one. That's what I can simply provide here. Now you will see it will work absolutely fine. I will not get an error because our local node is running. I can give the symbol. So simply copy this one. That's the symbol. Or I can simply copy the chain ID and it will automatically fetch the symbol. You can see this is the symbol it's suggesting. So simply say ETH, and you can keep this as a default. Don't need to provide it here because we are testing locally. Now click on this save. The moment you will do that, this network is added successfully. Now you can come back here and you can switch back to the localhost. The moment you will do, you can able to find the fund which is available because our local node is running. And by the way, I just want to tell you one thing. You can see this account number 3 is my Hardhat account. So if you have imported your Hardhat account, make sure to delete it. Simply delete that. You can see this 2 account is my actual account which I cannot use for testing the contract using Hardhat. That's why you can see it's 00. Now, if you want to import the Hardhat account, you can simply come back here, and this is going to be the admin. So I'm going to simply import in my account number 3. So make sure to import the admin account first. These are my actual account, and this is going to be my Hardhat account. I'll paste here and click on import. And here I have done the import. You can see account number 3 is my admin 2266, and it has 10,000 fake ETH, which I'm going to use for testing the contract. This part is clear. Now, if you want to import more account, you can simply copy this one, come back here, click here, go back to this, import and import. So you have imported this account as well. If you want to import more, you can simply come back here and you have to use this account for testing. Paste, click here, import account, and I have imported. Now I can switch back to the account number 3 and we are connected. Perfect. This is how you can do the network configuration manually in your MetaMask. Now I can come back here in the code and make sure this should be running. This should be running. You don't need to stop this. I'll simply split this terminal. I'm going to drag it here and I'm going to simply close this one because we are done with the network configuration and we have to focus here in the contract deployment first. Now I have to check my node version because I have opened my new terminal. So if I check my node version, you will see it will have the latest one. So I have to simply downgrade it one more time. So I'll say NVM use 18.17.1 and it will downgrade my node version. So I have downgraded my node version. Let me show you. I got this required node version. Now I have to deploy the contract. So to deploy, I have to execute this command because I'm testing locally. Copy this one. I'm going to simply clear up my terminal, type npm run and paste here and hit enter. It's going to simply deploy the contract and it's going to give you the address. And finally, you can see our contract is compiled successfully. Simply ignore this warning. And here we got the contract address. You will also get the same contract address because this is what Hardhat will use. Hardhat will always give you the same address when you will deploy your one contract. So simply copy this one and close this one. Come back to the front end side and you can come back to the environment variable, and here you have to provide your contract address. So you got your contract address, you got your pinat IP key and secret key. And now I'm going to simply open one more terminal and I'm going to simply drag and drop here. And you have noticed one thing, that when you have deployed the contract, Hardhat will automatically generate this artifact. In that you will have the updated ABI of your contract, like media.json. This is the updated ABI of your contract. So simply copy this entire ABI, and that's what you have to provide here in the context. This is what you have to do every time whenever you deploy your contract. Okay, so we have updated our ABI. Every single thing is looking good. We are done with this particular folder, Web3. Now we have to focus on the front end. We have got your contract, we have got our ABI and secret key, and the network is activated successfully. So make sure this should be running. You don't need to stop this. Just keep it, this part is as it is. Now we can come back here and I'm going to simply minimize this one, close this one. And this time we have to get back to this particular folder. So first we'll go to the main directory by typing cd ... I'm in the main directory, blockchain Facebook DApp. Now I have to go back to the Facebook directory. I'll say cd FACEBOOKDApp. So I'm into this particular directory, this one. Now I have to do the installation of the packages. So first I'm going to check my node version. I have the latest one. I have to simply downgrade my node version. So let's click on it. I have downgraded my node version. Now I have to simply install the packages. Simply type npm I and it's going to do the installation of the packages. So just wait, soon the installation will complete and we are ready to test our application in our Hardhat environment. So here it's installation. Finally, we are done with the installation. Simply ignore this warning. Now clear the terminal. Now what we have to do is to simply start the dev environment, this part. So simply type npm run dev and it's going to start the application on localhost 3000. Simply copy this portion, localhost 3000, and this section is for minimizing. I'm going to simply minimize it and I can simply open it by pressing Ctrl and backtick in Mac. So our application is running. I'm going to simply minimize this one. Now I can simply come back to the browser, open a new tab and paste here. And you can see it's loading and finally our application is open. Here you will find that our application is open, MetaMask is automatically popped up, and you can see it will automatically do the configuration of the network automatically. So if I say approve, I have connected. So if I come back here and I want to show you one more thing, I'll click on this connect. If it's showing connect account, simply do that, connect account. I'm connected. What if I want to simply delete this account? So I'll simply come back here, change the account. Now I'll come back here and I'm going to simply delete this particular account. Delete. Right now you will see that the localhost is not configured in our MetaMask, but the moment I will reload the page, it will automatically open this pop-up model and configure the network in my MetaMask, because this is the advanced configuration we have done in our MetaMask. So you can see the wallet address which I'm connected with, account number 3. Here I have to give my name. So before I make my very first transaction, I have to clear my MetaMask history. Come back setting, go back to the advanced and click on this. And this is what you have to do every time whenever you change your account. And this is what you have to do every single time whenever you make your first transaction or change your account. So I'm connected successfully. I can give the name. I'll say DAULAT Hussein. I can click on this register and it's going to simply make a call and I can click on this confirm. And the transaction is successfully. You can see all the ad is reflecting fine because this ad is coming from our data we have provided here from this section. And these files are coming from our public and the images, videos, that's all you can see. Perfect. Now what I can do, I can come back here and I can make the transaction. So let's create a post. I'll click here. So what I will do, I'll post a video. So click here and I will go back to the downloads. Here we have this creativity, click on open, and it's going to simply upload. So you can see uploading to the IPFS, and here our video is uploaded successfully. We got it. You can simply have a preview. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to do that. So we got that. Now you can simply give the description. So I can come back here and I can get the description from here, and that's what I can provide. So I given the description, I can click on this create, and it's going to make a call. Click on this confirm, and the transaction is completed, and we have created our post. If you want to like it, click on this like and click on confirm, and the post is liked successfully. If you want to give comment, you can simply come back here, paste, and click on this send and give a comment. Now if you click here, you can able to have the details, or you can able to say more comment if you want to give. So every single thing is working fine. Every single thing is working fine. You can see the comment, that's all is reflecting good. If you want to create a text post, you can simply do that. You can click on it, click on this text, and here you can able to find the text. Click on this create and click on confirm, and the text post is created successfully. You can easily able to have the control like edit. If you want to do the editing, you can do that. You will click here, and from here you can able to give, I'll say, hey Daulat, click on this update post and click on confirm, and the post is updated successfully. If you come back to the feedback, there you will find that the post is updated successfully. So every single thing is working fine. You can click here and you can like the post. If you want to upload an image, I can do that. I can simply click here in the image, come back here, and I can simply come back to the documents, and there I have the image. I'll simply give here, it's uploading, and here I have this. Let's make on the big screen, and I can simply come back here, paste, click on this create, and it's going to make a call, and I have to simply see the details, click on confirm, and the transaction is completed, and we have created our image post. So every single thing is looking good. Right now you can click here and you can able to find the details that there is no friends we have, because I'm the only user of this application. You can come back to the user section, there is no user. Come back to the product, this is the ad campaigns we are running. So let's close this one. If you come back to the memberships, right now we don't have any membership. So if you want to know that how you can create a membership, you can simply come back here, and I would suggest you to watch this video. In that I have explained every single step, that what are the features we have utilized, how you can simply customize the code and do the changes in the group in the context management. So make sure to watch this video. You will understand everything, that how you can simply do the changes in the variable, even in more details. So let's close this one, close this one. So that's how you can test your application in the hard hat environment. Now let me show you how you can deploy this to the actual test network. So come back to the code. I'm going to simply open my terminal, and I'm going to simply delete all of this. I'm going to stop the application. Now I have to do the changes in the code structure. So first thing, I have to come back here in the Web3, go back to the environment variable, and here I have to do the changes in the private key. So I have to use my actual account to deploying the contract to the Ethereum test network, because I'm going to use this particular one. So you can simply visit this particular website. You can simply type here ARNKM, click on the new, paste here, and you will find that this website is very popular. It will give you the RPC URL for multiple blockchain. You can read about it, or you can simply come back here, type ARKM RPC, and you will come back here, click on the very first link, and this will give you 20 more than 40 plus accounts. So you can see this is the Ethereum we have. Click on this, and I can click on this test network, and this is the RPC URL. This RPC URL might change in the future, so make sure to get it properly and copy this one, and that's what you can simply provide here, RPC URL. Now you have to get your private key. So come back here, open up your MetaMask, and I'm going to use this account number 1 because this is my actual account, and I have to do the switch of the network. So you can see this network is already configured in my MetaMask. So I'll simply select here, and you can see I already have this much fund in my account, like 8.7. I already have this fund, and if you don't have this network configure, you can do that configure automatically. So you can simply click here, and you can able to do the editing if you already have, and provide all of these details. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply delete this network to show you how you can do the manual configuration. So let me delete that. I have deleted the network. Now I can come back here, and I have already given you the instruction. Go back here, go back to the constants, and here we have the network configuration. So if you want to configure any other network, make sure to provide the exact details which is here, but in respect of that particular blockchain. So first I'm going to copy the name, and let's click on this, add network, give the name. Then I can come back here, give the RPC URL. So this is the RPC URL I have, copy, and that's what I can select, click it, add, paste here. I've added that. Now I can give the chain ID. So come back here, So chain ID is 17,000, and that's what I can provide, and it will say ETH. Simply give ETH, and I can get the block explorer, which I have got from Etherscan. So copy this one, and that's what I can simply provide. Click here, add, paste, and save it. So I have done the manual configuration. Click on the save. The moment you will do that, this network will be added successfully. Now I can come back here and it will reflect here. So I can simply select this network and I'm switched back to this particular network hostly. And you can see I'm going to use this account number one, and I already have this much fund. So if you don't have enough fund for deploying the contract, you can simply come back to the blockchain coder, go back to the resource section, and then you will find this particular tool we have. Click on get now. It will take you to this particular tool. And from here, you can able to mine your own Ethereum faucet. So to do that, all you have to do is to pick the account which you want to receive the fund. So I'm going to receive the fund in account number one. I'll simply copy, and that's what I'm going to simply paste here. We're done with that. Now I can click on the start mining, and here it's happening. It might take a little bit time, so just wait. You can see that mining is started, but it will take a little bit time. So you have to wait for at least 5 minutes, and that you will get easily 2 ETH, which you can simply transfer to your wallet. So I have this much. I can easily able to transfer because I already have enough faucet in my account. So you can see 0.714, but the moment I will transfer, it will go up. So what I will do, I'll simply say stop mining, and here I'm getting this warning. Click on the stop mining, and here it will give me this options, and it says failed because I have already done the transfer while ago, and that's why it's saying that I have to wait for long to get that faucet. So make sure to wait to get the faucet. So make sure to get the faucet. I already have enough, so I'm not going to wait for 5 minutes to claim the faucet. So once you will transfer the faucet successfully, you're going to have and reflect in the balance. So right now I have enough fund in my wallet to get the faucet. Now what I will do, I have to get the private key of this particular account because this is the account which I'm going to use for deploying the contract. So click here, go back to the account details, click on this show private key, and here you have to simply give your password and click on this hold. And I'm going to simply copy my private key. Make sure you don't need to show your private key to anyone else, otherwise they're going to withdraw your entire fund. So I'll simply come back to my code, and that's what I have to provide here. So here I'm going to provide my private key. So let me do that very quickly. So I've successfully pasted my private key. Now I have to simply deploy the contract. So this is the command which I have to execute. I'm in this particular directory. You can see I'm into the Web3 directory. Now I have to check my node version one more time. So I have the latest one. Simply downgrade my node version. Use 18.17.1, and here I have downgraded my node version. Now I have to simply execute this command. npm run and hit enter, and it's going to simply compile my contract and it's going to deploy and give you the address. And I haven't done any changes in my contract, so I can use the same old ABI of the contract which I have. But in real world, you have to simply copy the updated ABI which you will get from here, and that's what you have to provide here. We have to simply copy the address, and what we can do, we can simply come back here in the Facebook, and there we have to simply go to the environment variable, and here we have to provide. So we are done with all the setups. Now we have to simply execute our application. So first thing, we have to get out of this particular folder. We have to go back to the main folder, which is the Facebook DApp. We'll say DApp. So we are into this particular directory. Now we have to simply start the application. We'll type npm run and dev. It's going to start the application, and we are ready to test our application. So let's open this copy. So our application is open successfully. Now what I will do, I'll come back here. You can see the network is connected successfully. Or what I will do, I can simply delete this network, but our application will automatically reconfigure the network. So simply click on delete, and I can simply give a reload. You will see the application will automatically reconfigure the network in our MetaMask. So I'll simply click on approve, and the network is configured. If you open this one, and we are back to the host key. Now I have to simply clear my MetaMask history because this is what I have to do whenever I'm making my first transaction, or if I'm changing my account from 1 to 2, I have to simply clear my MetaMask history. So this is what you have to do every single time when you are changing your account from 1 to 2 or 2 to 1. So I'll come back to the admin account, which is this one, because in this I have enough fund. I'll simply say advance, and I have deleted that. Perfect. Now I'm going to create my account. I'm connected with the first account. I'll say DAULATHUSSAI and click on this registration. Is going to open our MetaMask. Click on confirm, and the transaction is in the process. You can see it's in the pending mode. Once the transaction will complete, you will be redirected to the dashboard. There you can able to create your first post. So just a moment, soon it will reflect. The transaction is in the pending state. And finally, the transaction is completed and we are back to our dashboard. And then you can able to find all the details and you have created your account. So if I come back here in my MetaMask and if I go to account number 2, I can simply see I have enough fund in that I have to. I can simply clear my MetaMask history because I'm changed my account. I'm going to give a reload and I'm going to create my account. So just a moment, it will give me the, I can say time buddy, and I can click on this registration. It's going to make a call and I have to register myself. So here the transaction is the process. Once the transaction will complete, I would be transferred to the dashboard and there I can create my post. So just a moment, the transaction is in the process and just give me a moment. Soon the transaction will complete and you will have your dashboard. And finally, the transaction is completed and we're going to redirect to our dashboard. Accounts created successfully. I can create my post. I can create a video post. Click on the video first, then click on this and I can go back to the, let's say, download. This is the video I have. Click on upload and you can easily give it the text. So I'll simply come back here. I'll copy the text from here. The video is uploaded successfully. Give the text, click on this create post and it's going to make a call, create and confirm, and the transaction is in the process. You can able to see the transaction is in there and here we got it. Perfect. So this is how you have to do the testing in the local environment as well as in the actual test network. So I hope you have understood that how you have to do the setup of this particular project and how you have to execute that. I would suggest you to first, when you will get the final source code, I would suggest you to watch this video first. After that, you can simply watch this. In that I have explained everything, that how you can simply create the different groups, different membership, that's all is there. And I have done all the transaction in details. So that's the only thing from my end. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help you in that. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.